Hi, I'm Marco, and today in El Mundo Eats we're going to make a delicious and creamy homemade strawberry ice cream. We're going to start with the ice cream machine. This is the one I'm using and I really like it. It works amazing and I'm going to leave a link below. This is not a sponsored video, but I really like this machine and recommend it. Read the instruction on yours, but in mine I need to put the insert in the freezer a night before. I like to put it in a plastic so that it doesn't catch any smell. So here I have some strawberries that I clean and cut in halves. I'm going to sprinkle some sugar and mix everything well and leave in the fridge overnight so that they release all the liquid, and that will help a lot with the texture of the ice cream, since strawberries are known to have a lot of water content. Now I'm going to make the custard by mixing egg yolks with sugar. You can use an electric whisk if you prefer, but I'm doing it by hand. I like to whisk until I get a pale and creamy consistency. Then on a saucepan on medium fire I'm going to add whole milk, heavy cream, vanilla pod with the seeds, some salt, and I'm going to heat this until it's simmering. Don't make it boil. And when it's simmering like this, you can see these tiny bubbles, it's ready. So I'm going to take 1 cup of this hot mix and pour it slowly over the yolks. Don't stop whisking so that the egg yolks don't curdle. When everything is properly mixed, I'm going to pour it back in the saucepan and cook on low fire for about 8 minutes. It all depends on how strong your fire is. But never stop mixing because this will stick to the bottom of the saucepan. At one point you will see it thickens, and when it covers the back of the spoon like this and you can run your finger and it doesn't come together, then it means it's ready. This step is completely optional, but I like to pass it through a sifter to get rid of any potential egg curdles or any unwanted solids. Then I like to cover it with a cling film, touching the surface so that it doesn't form a hard skin on top. I'm going to let it cool on the counter with a rack underneath so that it cools faster, and once it's cool I'm going to put it in the fridge overnight. So these strawberries been in the fridge overnight, and now I'm going to discard the liquid and process them. And you can see here how much liquid they release overnight. That's like half cup or more. That will make our ice cream less creamy. Now I'm using a blender for this, but you can definitely use a food processor and process all the strawberries until you get a fine puree like this. To this I'm going to add some lemon juice and mix everything well. And now it's time to mix together our cool custard and the strawberry puree. I made several tests for this recipe because I wanted to get the perfect ice cream with creamy consistency and a strong strawberry flavor. And since strawberries have high water content, that was not easy to achieve. But trust me, this is the best strawberry ice cream you will try. The key at this point is to have everything as cold as possible. The insert should be fully frozen. You can shake it to make sure that the liquid inside is fully frozen. You should not hear any liquid bouncing. And also the custard should be as cold as possible. You can put the custard back in the fridge for 1 or 2 hours if you think it's not as cold. And now we let the machine do its magic. In my case, I churn it for around 30 to 45 minutes. Depending on how cold everything is, it will take more or less. But you will see the ice cream start forming and coming together beautifully like this. Don't worry if it's not fully firm when you finish. You can put it in the freezer for 1 or 2 hours and it will be at the right consistency. That's actually what I did with mine. When it came out, it was more like a soft serve, which I love to eat as it is. But since I needed to take photos, I put it in the freezer for 1 hour and then it was at the perfect consistency. Hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments below what other ice cream flavor you would like me to make.